guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2021 G70. This one has the Prestige package and the Sport package, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. So here is the engine of this G70. This one is a 3.3 turbocharged engine connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The horsepower numbers are 365 and the torque numbers are 376, and the fuel economy numbers are 17 in the city, 25 highway, and 20 combined. So here is the MSRP sticker, and if you guys are curious about the packages this 2021 G70 has, it has a Prestige package and the Sport package, and the MSRP price is $54,000. So if you guys are curious about the color is called Vic Black. It's spelled V-I-K, and I personally think this color looks really good on the G70, and especially with those black rims. But coming to the front, guys, I love the way how this G70 looks. The G70 competes against the new TLX, the A4, the C300, and the Infiniti Q50 or 60. Here in the front, I love the style of the headlight. Nothing too crazy. It's nice and slim, and it has a really nice look. Of course, everything is LED up front, and I love the fact there is Genesis written on the side of the headlight. In the bottom, you will have some LED turn signal indicators, which is expected for a $54,000 car, and then there is some sensors in the front. And I really like the blacked out chrome. It's not completely dark. It does have a little bit of chrome, and it does have like a very slight blacked out chrome, so it's not very dark chrome. Of course, you will have the Genesis badge right there, and then you will have all the safety features inside of this thing, which is basically the sensor for all the safety features, and then you will have a front-facing camera. This car has the 360 cameras. And honestly, overall, the look of this G70 looks very nice from the front, and I really like the lower section of the bumper. It just gives this G70 a really nice aggressive look. And then right here, this is actually functional. It lets air go inside, so it's basically a vent. Let me see if I can actually show you. This is what I mean. But anyways, it basically lets the air out. I'm not exactly sure if it serves for cooling the brakes. So here is the side view of the G70. I love the way how this thing looks from the side. There's going to be a sharp line that starts from the fender that goes all the way to the back, and it kind of fades away when it reaches the quarter panel. I love the fact that the door handles and this trim right there and the window sills are finished in this nice blacked out chrome. And for the mirror, there's going to be a turn signal indicator on it and a camera right underneath for the 360 cameras. Those rims have a really nice look to them. I love the style and I love the color on them. They are finished in this gray blacked out look, and the size of them are 225 4019, and I believe those Brembo brakes come standard on the 3.3 turbocharged engine. So here is the back of the G70. Love the way how this thing looks from the back. And as you guys see, this one is the 3.3 turbocharged engine, and the H-Track stands for the all-wheel drive version of the G70. But anyways, the taillights have a really nice look to them, but sadly, not everything LED back here. The turn signal indicator and the reverse lights are halogen. Genesis badge in the middle, of course, and G70 all the way to the left. And in the bottom, you will see some sensors, and then you will have, of course, the reflectors right underneath the sensors, and then the pipe is not connected to the exhaust tip, so those tips are fake. And here is the backup camera, and to open the trunk, you could open the trunk 3 different ways. You could open it from the button right there next to the backup camera, or you could open it from the key, or you could open it from the button inside the trunk. The trunk has a good amount of space inside of it. It's not deep, but underneath you will have a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. A lot of luxury brands actually have the fixed flat kit, but I'm glad that Genesis gives you a spare tire. Here is a button to close the trunk. And closing and opening the trunk is a little bit on the slower side, but it's not that bad. So here is the key for the G70. It looks really nice and it has a really nice weight to it. Anyways, there are going to be 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, panic button, physical key inside of it, and you could actually remote start this G70 from Hyundai's app. Here is the door handle. The door handle does not have a sensor right behind it, so to lock and unlock the doors, you have to click on this button, and it does have auto folding mirror function. So here is the door panel. The door panel looks amazing, and I love the stitching right here. The red stitching, I believe, is from the sport package this G70 has. This top portion is nice and soft. Here is the door handle, feels nice and solid. Memory seats right here, and then it will have Lexicon sound system. Anyways, here are the window switches and mirror controls. Everything just feels very high quality and has a really nice sound. This is nice and soft, and again, I just love the stitching, the red stitching in this G70. There is more of that red stitching right here. This bottom portion is plastic, which is expected. A reflector right here, a bottle holder, and a tiny space in the bottom of the door. And here is the speaker. So here are the seats in this G70. I love the way how those seats look, and I love the red piping and stitching. There is just red stitching all over the car. Anyways, this car has a thigh support, lumbar support, and of course the seats are power. Alright, so inside this G70, the seats are nice and comfortable. I wish they were a tiny bit comfortable, but they're actually not that bad. Here is the steering wheel, and the steering wheel has a really nice look to it. It's very thick, and the ring itself is nice and skinny or thin, but the 10 and 2 grip are just so thick, which is very good and just makes you feel like you are actually sitting in a really nice sports car. But anyways, guys, they're going to be the steering wheel going to have some paddle shifters right here on the left and right. Right here on the left of the steering wheel, Bluetooth controls, volume controls. On the right, this is the adaptive control. Basically, this G70 has all the safety features, and then you'll have a button here to control the screen in the middle. The gauges look very good. The font is very clear and very easy to understand. Here is the turn signal indicator with the headlight controls. To the right, wiper controls. And all the way to the left, here is the brightness control, lane keep assist, parking sensors, fuel door, and then a trunk release. And this is basically part of the Prestige package. Here is the screen. The screen is an 8-inch touch screen. It looks right. I wish it was a tiny bit bigger, but it's not that bad. And it is a touch screen, so that's really nice. And it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Super responsive, and I love the way how it looks. And you could actually control the climate controls from here if you want to. Down here is going to be some hard buttons, a volume knob and a tune knob, and you will have your engine start stop right there. Here are the climate controls, super easy to use. Off button right here, and you could control the fan from here. And here are the temperature. You will have heated seats and cold seats right here in this G70. Heated steering wheel right here on all the way to the left. And I love the stitching right here on the side. And here is a USB, a 12 volt, and an aux. And it does have a wireless phone charger, and you could actually close this cover if you want to. So here is the 8-speed automatic transmission in this G70. Here is how you put it in drive. Just click on this button on the side and just move it to the front or to the back. Here is the reverse camera. It does have a backup camera, and it does have the 360 camera, and it is part of this Prestige package. So that's really nice. You can control the cameras. But anyways, I really like this red stitching on the side. There is basically red stitching all around the car right here and up top and basically everywhere in this G70. So that's a really nice touch that Genesis added. 2 cup holders right here. They're very good size, and I love the trim around them. Here are the drive modes. And when you put it in sport mode, the seats, the side of the seats actually tighten up to hold you in place when you're driving very aggressive around corners. But anyways, here are the parking sensors, traction control. Here is the camera to turn on the 360 camera. Let's say if you're in drive, you could click on this button, and that basically will show you the things around you. Electronic e-brake right here, brake hold. As I said, the cup holders have a really nice size to them. And here is the armrest. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side. I wish it was a little bit soft, but it's not that bad. It does have some red stitching on it. Inside, there's going to be not a lot of space, but there is a USB inside. Up top here, the mirror itself is a little bit on the bulky side. I wish it was a little bit skinnier or probably frameless. Here is the glasses holder and a few buttons here to control the lights. And of course, they are LED. And then this thing has the panoramic sunroof. So here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. This top portion right here is nice and soft. Door handle feels the same as the front. I love this trim, and I really like the brushed aluminum on the door. And I just love the feel of this quilted leather. Here is the window switch, and with the Prestige package, it gives you heated seats in the back. More of that red stitching. The armrest feels nice and solid. Here is plastic in the bottom of the portion of the door, reflector right here, and a speaker in the bottom, and barely any space in the bottom of the door. So here in the back, honestly, there is not a lot of space. This seat could go a little bit up. It does move a little bit back when you actually turn off the car, because it does have the memory seat function. But I love the red stitching right here in the back, and I love the red piping. Those seats are very nice and comfortable. There is an okay headroom in this G70. The legroom is pretty tight, which is expected in this class. Some vents right here in the back, and then you will have a USB all the way in the bottom. Here is the armrest, and it does have cup holders, and I really like the trim around the cup holder. Just gives a really nice touch. They don't feel cheap at all. And you could actually control the seats or the front seat from those two buttons right there. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Firas here at Key Hyundai in Milford. If you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm gonna go ahead and put their information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.